one of the southwestern states of Nigeria, occupying a land area of 16,409 square meters and with a 2012 projected population of 5.1 million people. The state borders Lagos to the south, Oyo and Osun states to the north, and Ondo State to the east, just as it shares international borders with the Republic of Benin. The state has natural resources that include forest and water bodies, as well as large quantities of mineral deposits like limestone, phosphate, granite stone, bitumen, clay, glass sand, kaolin, tar sand, and others. Ogun State's locational advantage is to the effect that it is contiguous to Lagos State, which is Nigeria's commercial capital, a major gateway to the West African sub-region, and a nodal access to the northern, eastern, and southern parts of Nigeria. The nation's busiest international airport and seaport, both located in Lagos, are about 80 kilometers to Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital city. In its 38 years of existence, however, successive administrations in the state had made frantic efforts at ensuring a complete turnaround of the state industrial base with respect to making it the nation's industrial hub in view of its strategic location within the country and the West African coast, but not much of a progress was being recorded. Not until recently, however, 2011 to be precise, that a holistic and pragmatic approach at genuinely transforming the state industrially through the attraction of local and foreign investments came to the fore. This is not unconnected with the current administration's total resolve to make the state a preferred investment destination in Nigeria. Consequently, the key essentials of investment inflow are being duly attended to in the form of massive road construction under the Ogun Standard Road Initiative, safe and serene environment, and investment-friendly policies and programs, all of which are tailored towards repositioning the state for the much-needed industrial turnaround.
When we're talking about growth and infrastructure development, we must be able to, even if we have so many industries in Ogun State and we don't have the necessary infrastructure in place to complement that, then it's dead on arrival. You take, for example, the issue of the road network we have in Ogun State, is to be able to help the industrialists to be able to carry their goods and services from one place to the other. A journey that takes normally 5 minutes, that will take about 2 or 3 hours, discourages industrialists. All the infrastructural development that is happening, even in the urban area and the rural areas, is for us to be able to make sure that there is free flow of traffic for carrying of goods and services from one point to the other, and it's being manifested now. If you look at it, that's what is happening in Ogun State today.
From 2011 to date, the government of Ogun State, under the leadership of Senator Ibikunle Amosun, has consistently facilitated a number of initiatives aimed at making the state a true investment destination of choice, a disposition that has endeared the state to a number of investment overtures.
You could see that Ogun State is like what New Jersey is to New York, and you could see that there is an exodus of people coming into Ogun State now. What we are saying in essence is that there is industrialization that is being attached to infrastructural development. So that shows that there's a vision. We have a visionary leader, very hard-working governor who knows his onions, and he knew what he was coming to do in Ogun State, and he's very passionate about the state. So what I'm going to tell you is that I wish our new investors coming to Ogun State good luck, and Ogun State is actually the home for them. That's the industrial hub, and they'll be part of the success story.
As of today, Ogun State has the largest concentration of industries in Nigeria, with no fewer than 300 industries scattered across the gateway state.
Ogun State seems to now have a lot of industrial estates. You drive along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, you find that all through the length of that road on Ogun State, industries are springing up. If you drive along Ogijo-Shagamu road, you find a lot of heavy industries springing up. And of course, Ota and Agbara are well noted industrial sectors. Ijebu-Ode, Shagamu, there are industries all over. But there's no doubt that Ogun State has the largest number of industries in Nigeria. And we are happy. We have a membership of more than 350 companies, and that number is growing.
We've created an enabling environment for business to thrive. We're talking in terms of security. Ogun State is one of the safest places in Nigeria today. We're talking in terms of road network. You can see the kind of infrastructure we have. And we are talking in terms of one-stop shop where investors are welcome as if you are at home. Ogun State is there. So what else do you need? You want someone that will create an enabling environment for you to make you feel at home. And let me tell you one secret. The most important thing to an investor is the protection of his investment, the life of his staff, the properties, and we are creating that. So Ogun State will continue to be the home. And I can tell you today, Ogun State is an alternative. It's not an option. We are an alternative because we border everywhere.
We are the most industrialized state in Nigeria. We have more of these big industries, big manufacturing outfits with us because we have the land, and we are now trying to create a new environment. So if we are now going to be the major hub of industries in Nigeria, then we need to up our game. We need to get all of these infrastructures in place.
Industrial promotion for enhanced economy, job creation, wealth creation and poverty alleviation is quite germane to the current administration's rebuilding mission. And this has largely paid off, as no fewer than 46 new different industries have opened shops in different locations of the state in the last 3 years. Among these several new industries are May and Baker Nigeria PLC, which is into pharmaceutical production, located at Ota area of the state. Lafarge Cement Wapco Nigeria PLC, which is into cement production, located at Ewekuru and Shagamu areas of the state. Dangote Cement, which also produces cement and is located at Ibishi in Yewa South local government area of the state. Melta Recycling Industries Limited is another company, and it is located on the Shagamu Ikorodu Road in Ogijo. African Foundries Limited, which is also into production of steel, located at kilometer 45 Ikorodu Shagamu Road, Ogijo. Wemco Steel Company Limited is located on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Ibafo, Ogun State. Shongai Technologies, which is into ultra-modern flexible packaging and printing, located in Ota area of the state. Memco is another company that is new in Ogun State. It is an electronic meter manufacturing company which is situated on kilometer 40 Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, among other new companies which are already operational in the state. Suffice it to say that between 2011 and now, there is no other state in the country that the nation's president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, has visited more to commission first-class industries than Ogun State, which include Dangote Cement Plant, an $850 million investment in Ibishi, Yewa South local government area of the state. Wemco Steel Mills, which produces 700,000 metric tons per annum of cold rolled steel, situated in the Bafo area of the state. May and Baker Limited of Idiroko Road, Ota, Ogun State, a manufacturing company that specializes in the production of pharmaceutical products, bottled water, drugs, and fast-moving goods. The nation's Vice President, Architect Namadi Sambo, has also represented President Goodluck Jonathan to commission a frontline industry in Agbara area of the state, Procter & Gamble Limited, belonging to the United States, and incidentally the largest United States investment in Nigeria outside the oil and gas industry. 19 other new industries are nearing completion and will be adding to the state industrial base in tandem with the state government's industrialization drive. Apart from these new industries, already operational in the state are notable multinationals like Nestle Nigeria PLC with a multi-billion naira plant at the Flowergate Estate, Shagamu Interchange, Bracket Benkisa, Unilever, GlaxoSmithKline, Fitson, Evans PLC, Nigerian German Chemicals PLC, Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC, and a host of other multinational companies.
I would like to thank the good people of Ogun State, the Royal Fathers, community leaders, and our special appreciation to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Senator Amosun, and the entire Ogun State government for providing a conducive environment for business to strive in the state. Thank you very much. I would like to also specially appreciate your continued cooperation with the security agencies as the Chief Security Officer of the state in achieving security for life and property of all citizens in the state.
According to the Ogun State Ministry of Commerce and Industry, the industrialization agenda of the state government is one that is pursued with great vigor, all in a bid to truly liberate the state economically.
The focus of the excellency is to create value chain and look at the issue of backward and forward integration, and that is what is happening here today, and that is what is going to happen in Ogun State, because the focus is to create jobs and allow industries to thrive. And I assure them that by creating this, by establishing this industry, they are guaranteed a minimum of 70 million customers, because we border everywhere, including the West Coast, West African countries.
Let me assure you that we will not take that confidence that you repose in us. We are not going to take it for granted. All the necessary things that we should do, you can be rest assured that we will not hesitate to do them. Indeed, I want to assure you that we will do all that is expected of us as a government.
And as a way of having first-hand information about these industries and their operational challenges for steady assistance where necessary, the government, through the State Ministry of Commerce and Industry, ensures regular interface with them, has been coordinated by the Honorable Commissioner in charge of the ministry, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru. Existing and new industrialists in the state attest to the fact that appropriate enabling environment is being created by the current administration in Ogun State at attracting further investments and encouraging existing ones record optimal performance.
Government was quite encouraging. Now we have approached the government and for self-farming to allocate some land to us, and they have given a very good positive response, and they are working on giving us whatever land we require for farming purposes. So that way, wherever we have approached to the government, it has given a very, very good response. Yes, we are quite happy with the government responses.
This has been culminated and given a lot of impetus by His Excellency Governor Amushun, who has showed us unbelievable support in the allocation of land, and by directing his group, his team from the SSG and the commissioners and everything to give us all the support. And truthfully, they have allocated very kindly the land to us in record time, and we have developed the factory in record time. And this could not have been possible without the blessing of God and without the blessing of the people in charge of the state. At the top of them is His Excellency.
Ogun State is very good. I have lived here almost 4 years. I was here. My association with this Midland Galvanizing started in 1995. We had a very good relation, and with the government, with all the staff, workers, we have no problem at all.
We first of all thank government for the indicators of good governance that we can see as a corporate citizen and as players in this space. And I'm happy that we met with the Commissioner and he has assured us that we are partners in progress. As key players in this space, we are impressed by what government has been doing. And we see by day that government is becoming very close to private thinking, and that the days of governance which was far from the private sector, was gone.
A request was made to the Ogun State governor that we needed to discuss issues related to industry quarterly with the Ministry of Commerce. So soon after, we are holding this very first meeting, which has turned out to be a very successful meeting. We all feel very happy about the steps being taken by the government of Ogun State. One of the major prayer has always been that we as corporate citizens of Ogun State are willing to play our own role, particularly in the area of taxes. But usually we start the year and we don't know how many numbers of taxes and levies can come. And one of the steps that the Ogun State government has taken is really to harmonize some of these levies. We feel happy about that.
Metal recycling in of our group company who are doing the manufacturing activities here in your state. We are recycling the aluminum scraps, making aluminum billets and exporting to all over the world to the all automobile industries like Toyota Motors Japan, Mitsubishi Japan and Honda Japan, and some Korea, Asian countries. Similarly, we are recycling the copper scraps, making the copper billets and exporting to Europe and Asian countries.
I've been here over 3 decades. I like Nigeria, I like Nigerians, and I'm very proud.
We intend to build a large dry port which will receive containers and cargo in from the seaport of Lagos and can be distributed onwards to all the industries and trades in Ogun State. We receive tremendous support from the government. Of course, as it happens with a greenfield project, one must go through some very rigorous, let's say, vetting to make sure that one is a genuine investor and have genuine intentions. Luckily, we have come through with this current administration. We have received tremendous support.
I want to congratulate Your Excellency for the very, very laudable achievements you've been made within your short stay in this sector. When I walked into the premises, I feel, compared to what was there nearly 2 years ago, I was very, very much impressed. And the fantastic road network you put in place for the benefits of the people of the state is unequal. I want to especially commend you for that. And that you want to increase our presence in Ogun State. As you said, Ogun State is the gateway to Lagos because of the very strategic position of this great state.
With the foregoing, therefore, it is expedient to state that Ogun State is very much open to investors and beckons on each and every investor to come around and be partners in progress in the rebuilding mission of the Ogun State government. Ogun State is indeed the nation's investment volcano, waiting to explode to the advantage of all.
When the president came and he was represented by the vice president at the last opening of P&G, he said he thanked the governor for allowing industries to grow, to thrive in Ogun State. And the reason why that has happened is the fact that we have a leader who is a visionary leader. He's been able to put most of these perspectives in place, and that is the reason why commerce could grow the way it wants to grow. We want industrial revolutions to start in Ogun State, and that is the reason why Ogun State is being made as a point of reference, even at the federal level. What we have done in terms of SMEs, in terms of industrialization, has really helped, and it has shown that we are driving not only Ogun State economy, the country economy. Because I can tell you today, Ogun State has the largest concentration of industries in this country today. And then look at Agbara axis, Ota axis, Lagos-Ibadan Express axis, Ijebu axis. Everywhere. So you could see that Ogun State is now the industrial hub in this country.
The Bank of Industry is one of the agencies of the Ministry of Industry and Investment, and we will work closely with the Ogun State government. The Ogun State government is one of the Bank of Industry's strongest domestic development partners, particularly under the administration of Senator Bikole Amosun.
This is clearly a responsive government. It's a government that listens. We can see that, and that we are sure that anytime we call upon key officers in government, they will listen to us. We will continue to be very good corporate citizens as we operate here in Ogun State.
It is therefore pertinent for investors and would-be ones to take advantage of the opportunities provided by the Ogun State government at building on their investment.
Part of the 5 cardinal points of the excellency, industrialization, which is very key, is showing and yielding results. I mean, you could say that we've created an enabling environment. In the last 35 months, we commissioned the 43rd one on the 13th of March, and our target, by God's grace, is to commission at least 100 industries before the end of this tenure. So it's showing that we are creating the necessary environment for business to thrive, and this is creating wealth for our people, creating jobs. Industrial revolution has started in Ogun State, and we are seeing the result.
Ogun State beckons on all investors and would-be ones, as every opportunity is being provided to ensure that the state is truly industrialized to the advantage of everyone, the investors, the government, and the larger populace.
We are asking them to come to Ogun State, and even we are giving to part of the land we can share with them. We are very much comfortable, more than that we expected.
We are the industrial hub in Nigeria, and we are the gateway to the nation. So what I always tell people is that what are you waiting for? You must and just be part of the success story in Ogun State.